Cool.
So, welcome to the van, Shaun.
Thanks for having me.
So, we're so honoured to have Shaun Kirk in our van
Pleasure.
because he's such a well-known name, and I've been following you for a few years, so I'm pretty chuffed to have you here. So thank you so much, and welcome to Jarklin.
Yeah.
It's a little pub in the middle of nowhere, isn't it?
Yeah, we rocked out last night to the country crowd. It was fun.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and you're on a bit of an Aussie tour at the moment.
Yep.
And then you're off to the UK. And
Yeah, I was saying earlier,
New Zealand,
it's a bit of a non-stop kind of tour for me when I'm in this mode. Like it's this is my thing. This is my how I make a living. So I just keep on playing shows, moving around. I really love it. You know, that opportunity to move around the world and get paid to do what you do and inspire some people along the way. Like I'm stoked.
Yeah. So with all your travelling around though, where do you call home?
Technically Melbourne. Yeah. I'm on kind of the outer suburbs of Melbourne these days. So I've been in Melbourne my whole life, but something's pulling me to kind of get out of there at some point soon and go see something different, which is kind of why I think I'm kind of at the moment just moving around so much and just kind of I'd like to get out of Melbourne, but just not quite sure where I'm going to go yet. So
there's always Jarklin.
There's always Jarklin. Yeah.
Yep. That's an option for you.
What's the place down the road? It's called like Turpentine or something like that.
Turpentine. Well, that's where we live. So, look, we could be neighbours.
Yeah.
We'll rent the van out to you. And you can sleep in the van in our backyard if you like.
Yeah.
You know, all right, it's a deal. All right. Yeah, we'll talk.
Come to Turpentine.
So, I'm sure this is a question you get asked a lot, but what inspired you first to get into music? And playing. How did you get started?
Yeah, I think when I was about 16 years old, I was probably hanging out with the wrong crowd, and my mum had kind of seen that I had an interest in art. You know, like art classes were really valuable to me. Like that was one of the only classes at school that I really kind of, looked forward to going to. And so she obviously saw this kind of want or need to kind of like express myself from a deeper level than just writing down some pages on a piece of paper or doing some maths. So from there I think she just had this instinct to kind of put a guitar in my room one day, and then eventually I guess curiosity got the better of me and I picked it up and started playing. And so I guess the original inspiration was really just my mum. She put the guitar in the room, and from there, I really started going down the rabbit hole of learning about artists like Bob Dylan and Springsteen, and then by the time I was a little bit older, my early 20s, it was all the blues cats like Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf and Son House, and that Delta blues era really inspired me early days as well. So I guess that's kind of where it all started.
Well, what a wise woman your mum was.
Yeah.
So what does she think now of where
I
that's
don't know.
taken you?
You'd have to ask her, I guess. But she certainly played a big role in the kind of beginning that journey.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. So the other question I wanted to ask you is, we love your songs, and a lot of people do, but how do you approach your songwriting?
These days, very slowly. I've been
Is that because you're running out of ideas, or?
No, it's just having the time and space to formulate those ideas. I think is the main thing. I'm self-managed and self-booked at the moment, so I'm like, there's a lot of admin that goes into doing what I do, and a lot of that admin is done by me, so it takes up a lot of my time. And but I think songwriting for me these days is it's the process has changed as well. When I was younger, it was really just get on a guitar and sit in my bedroom and write down some lyrics and not think about them too much, and just put it out there. Whereas these days, I think I've matured as a songwriter, and so there's a lot more kind of sculpting that's involved, and the process is a lot longer. And I've got my own little studio at home that I sit in every day and kind of just just chisel away at songs, and just really look at each line of the lyric and say, is that saying exactly what I want it to say? And I'm just a lot more I guess critical, but also just thoughtful, like in like, is the idea kind of all there and being expressed really clearly for the listener to really convey, you know? So yeah, it's like I said, it's a slower process these days, but it's an enjoyable one. I still love it. Like, one of my favorite things is just watching that song like come together and the pieces start to fit in the puzzle, and that's what I live for. Yeah.
Great, you're so good at it. And
Thank you.
so we were talking last night about venues and how like the venue sort of impacts how an audience sort of engages with you.
Yeah.
And you know, you do like you offer home concerts and that
Yeah.
as well. And so when people come to one of your gigs, what do you sort of hope that they take away from it?
Just a feeling of like inspiration, I think, and like energy as well. Like I definitely try and lift people up in terms of their energy levels at my shows. And one of my favorite things is when people come up to me at the end of the show and they're just lit up, you know, like that's when I know I've done my job the way I want to be doing it. But yeah, I guess just inspired, you know, feeling inspired, an overall feeling of being inspired to maybe depending on where they are at in their life, you know, maybe make some changes and start living more on their terms. And that you know, I talk about, I share a few stories at my shows and stuff that kind of hopefully help people draw that inspiration as well. So,
yeah, which you mentioned sort of last night, you know, as well on their gig, you know, about taking a risk and, you know, not being afraid to step out of the norm.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, well, I think it's a trap that a lot of people fall into in life. They kind of, you know, I think it's easy to think that you've got more time than you actually do, and to just kind of play it safe. Yeah. But safe is not always the safest option, you know.
Yeah, cool. So we've got some quick fire sort of questions.
Yeah, cool. I love it.
So what would be the best advice that another musician's ever given you?
Oh.
Putting you on the spot.
That's a really tough one. I'm trying to think of all the
I'm sure you've been
given
given lots of advice.
Yeah. I feel like there was, you know, so much gold that I did a writing session with Diesel a couple of years back, and there was so much gold in that session. But you know what? I think even it's never been given to me personally, but I loved Dan Auerbach from the Black Keys. I saw an interview he did years ago, and he talked about this like three take strategy where he never does any more than 3 takes.
Oh right. Yep.
I think it was at Dan Auerbach, pretty sure. And yeah, I definitely use that in the studio now when I'm getting like too hypercritical. I go, no, like 3 takes, because generally the take you want is in one of those first 3 takes.
Yep.
It's usually the second or the third.
Yeah. That was
so
good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. So, have you ever written a song for anyone?
For anyone? Probably yes, but I don't know it yet. You know, like I think I've got that many songs in the bag that I'll probably, you know, never release myself because they're kind of not in alignment with what I generally put out. Maybe one day I'll throw that to someone else. I've definitely written songs with other people, but for someone else, no, not yet. Yeah,
beautiful. So if you could collaborate with any other musician, what would be your dream collaboration?
The absolute dream would probably be like a Howling Wolf or something like that. But a modern day dream would be definitely having Dan Auerbach produce a record. He's kind of like on my radar to produce a record one day. I think he's a wonderful producer in this kind of modern age, and okay, I love everything he does.
Great. Here's a random one for you. Do you have a hidden talent that no one knows?
Hidden talent. Well, I used to be going back to school days. The only day I was like guaranteed to show up at school was athletics day.
Oh.
So I was actually like the always like the athletics champ at school. Like I used to dominate at the school athletics day. Come home with all the ribbons and stuff like that. So
I think you're still an athlete, Shaun, because I was noticing you last night. I said to Ken, how on earth does Shaun do that?
Yeah.
Getting up onto that truck.
Yeah.
Onto the stage without using the steps. I
Yeah.
How does he do that?
Well, definitely. I've always been quite athletic and still kind of keep myself pretty fit and in shape. So, yeah.
Oh, beautiful. So, Elise, the lovely Elise, supported you last night.
Yeah.
We interviewed her recently, and I said to Elise, and I'm going to ask you the same question as well.
Cool.
For the next person that we interview, I asked Elise a question that I could ask.
Oh, yeah.
So Elise's question, which I didn't know was going to be you, but Elise's question was, if you were going to a deserted island and you could take just one record that you had to listen to, what would you take?
First one that comes to mind is Springsteen's Born to Run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, classic record, just a beautiful journey all the way through, I think. From start to finish, Thunder Road through to, I can't remember what it finishes with, but it starts with that harmonica at the start, and I was lucky enough to go see Springsteen in about 2016, I think, and that was like the 70th or 50th anniversary or whatever it was of Thunder Road, and they played it front to back, like halfway through the show, like if Springsteen goes for like 4 hours, so at like the 2 hour mark they're like, now we're going to play Thunder Road all the way through, Born to Run all the way through, I think that record just holds a special place in my heart. It's always just felt like the kind of record that, whether it be, I've got friends over and we're having a good time, put that on and it never disappoints, or whether it's just a more kind of melancholic day where I'm just chilling out by myself and just need something to kind of see me listen to through the day. That record never fails. It's just a beautiful record.
Oh, beautiful. Well, thanks, Elise, for that question.
Yeah.
So, can you think of something that you would like me to ask?
Yeah, the first thing that came to mind would be, where do you see yourself in your career in the next 10 years?
Oh, good one.
In 10 years' time, where do you see yourself? Yeah.
All right, beautiful. I don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah.
But I'll remember that one.
Yeah.
And I'll ask them for the next one. So thanks so much for being in the van. I hope that you enjoy the experience as much as 100%. We enjoy having you here.
Absolutely.
And we're looking forward to seeing what you choose to record today.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Look forward to it. Thanks for having me. Cheers.
Good, eh?